Hi everyone, welcome back to Picket Fans YouTube channel. My name is Emily, and in this video I will be sharing 4 projects with you using some new products from Picket Fans. I will be focusing on the Wreath building stamp sets, and I have 3 of the new ones here in my stash and I will be using them all. And I will also share another older stamp set in this video that I think would work really great for this technique as well. So I started off with the Wreath Builder Center and Foliage stamp set. It's a really good one if you want to create wreaths. This is, I think, a must-have because you have those base center focal points that you can build out of. That is also what I will be doing in my videos today. And you can see here I started off by using the foliage and using my stamp wheel here from Altenew. It's really easy to use these stamp set with the tool from Altenew. You can only rotate your plate here and get perfect alignments. So I only did 4 turns for this one. I also used some guidelines inside of my stamp wheel here just to make sure that I have everything aligned. And then I can go in with my second, and then I keep rotating my platform, or sorry, my plate here to get this wreath quickly built. And yeah, it took no effort at all and to create this. And I am also not known for being especially careful when I'm creating cards. I want them to go fast and I want to have a good time when I'm creating my cards, and I really did have a good time creating these cards. It went really fast and I didn't have to think too much, and to create all of these 4 cards for today was a blast. So you can see here I had a picture of the next project I will be creating. I started off once more with that center, one of the centers from the centers and foils stamp set, and then I picked a couple of other ones from that same set and just paired them up in a group of 3 here, and then went around and just stamped this down. And when I was done with this one, I picked out one more that I knew perfectly would fit inside, or sort of between those that we already had created, and then I stamped that. And I thought it looked a little bit too funny with all of those stamps peeking out from that center point, so I wanted to mute that, and I took the small dots that also is one of the centers and created that. So here is the third one. I will be using a new stamp set called Cupcakes for You. It's also one of the Wreath builders. And I started out by just creating my center here with the sentiment that comes in this set. And then I inked it up with black ink and just pressed it down in the middle. I ended up not using this. You will see what I did later on. But I had that as a starting point when I started to build out all of those. I also had a wreath here, just to tie in with all of the other cards. You can see I sort of created a triangle going out from my center part. So you can see here I'm inking up with black ink from Picket Fence, rotating it so I have it on the next setting. And then, by the way, you can see my colored corners there. That is how I know exactly where to line everything up. And by the way, if you don't stamp anything perfect, you can see I had to double stamp it. I was a little bit too fast here. It's really easy to go back and just stamp that once more. And then I filled in my sort of space that was left there, and you can see how fast this is going and how fast I can build my wreath. And here is our 4th and final project that I created with the Mister. I will go back to all of these and finish them up here in a second, but I just wanted to share how I used the tool to create these wreaths really quickly. So this, I would say, is a different technique than the other projects. I love doing this to create my own sort of pattern paper, and you can see instead of a wreath I'm just going around this and creating a pattern. So if you have a shape like this, it would be really easy just to do that. and I will soon switch it up for a different position and then you can see how I'm filling out all of the white space on this project. So I just enjoy this a lot. I think it's a super fun project to take on, and as I said, it does take like no time at all just to figure it out how everything will align, and you can see how fast it is just to create a pattern paper on top of your white paper as well. So I had a blast creating this. Hope you enjoyed watching that piece of footage as well. So I took one of the other, this is from the St. Patrick's Day sets as well. It's just this circle with some dots, and I cut it out with one of the circle dies from Picket Fence. And then I just stamped a white sentiment in the middle. I ended up heat embossing that off camera as well. I took some of my Olo markers. By the way, you can find these in the Picket Fence shop if you like. I will have links to all of the products that I'm using in this video listed down below. So go check them out if you haven't seen them. They are terrific markers to color in and perfect to use with the black ink from Picket Fence. So you can see here, I'm just using 2 shades of every like color family that I used. And yeah, it went really fast. So here is a new must-have tool in my stash. This is the 4x9 paper inking palette, and I just use it on top of my cutting mat here just to keep my ink pads when I was working. So you can see I'm having one of the blending brushes here from Picket Fence, and then I have 2 shades of ink, and I just went across my panel and used the palette. It worked like a dream. So if you haven't seen that, go and check it out. There are a bunch of different sizes on those mats. And here you can see my Olo markers again. I colored in all of the cupcakes. It went super fast. I sped it up and cut away some footage just to not have you sit watching everything of this. And you can see here I decided to go in a different direction. I wanted to heat emboss in gold the sentiment instead, and then I layered it on top of a gold circle as well, and I will put that over the center that we created, so nobody will ever know except you, all of you guys, that I did that first. But it was okay because I had something to go out of when I created my wreath there. So for my project here, I am using a sentiment from the Animal Crackers, A Little Note, and I just wanted to have a sweet sentiment in the middle of my wreath, and I embossed it in white. I will do that off camera, and yeah, you can see how it looks. So here's a tip also. Off camera I heat set another sentiment, A Little Note, a little hello, that comes from this super sweet set called Tweet Tweet Friends. This was released I believe it's soon a year ago, and it's really cute, and I think that would make a good wreath as well. And I also wanted to share the pockets here that I'm keeping all of my wreath builders in. This is the 5x8 pouches, but you have a lot of choices in the size if you go over to Picket Fence website as well. So I wanted to mat our first card here with a black mat and then stick it on top of a green card base. So you can see here that I have it all laid out. Here is the St. Patrick's Day card, and here is the first card that we created. I also splattered it with some black splatters. This one I kept on top of a white card base, and the last one with our cupcakes, I also did it on top of a white standard card base. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I will now give you a close-up of all of our products that we created. The links to all of the things that I use in this video will be listed down below. And if you like this video, please give this video a thumb up. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please considering doing that. That helps us out a lot. And until next time, I really hope that you have a great day. Bye!